So I wanted to go over all the skills we've covered with Miss Gabby, and this will give you one spot that you can go to um, again, just check out her skills. So this first exercise is the most important exercise that we go over. This is called Relax on a Mat, and we want Miss Gabby to be able to come on over to the mat and get herself in a relaxed body posture, so that she knows that she has the ability to relax herself and calm herself down when big situations may arise. So this is one that I encourage you to do with the kids, to help both Gabby and the kids to realize that they can calm down and relax around one another. So when she comes on over and rests her chin down, she's in the DOWN, and then rests her chin down, that's the final step. So we remain 100% silent during this exercise. The mat or towel that we break out is the trigger that lets her know that we're doing this exercise, and then she gets treats when she is hanging out and relaxing. You start to increase the amount of time between treats, but really, 5 seconds, 10 seconds is all well and good. So you can use this at the puppy witching hour at 7 in the evening when dogs start getting really excitable. I've had folks use this for plane rides, for dog-friendly hotels, and really just any sort of situation that you run into in the future that Gabby gets overly excited or anxious is when you're going to want to utilize Relax on a Mat. And if it's a sound that she gets wound up by, you can simply do Relax on a Mat, Google that sound, and then ratchet it up over time. And if it's a visual stimulus, something she sees, you can do Relax on a Mat. Just do it at a distance that she is comfortable with, and then get closer and closer over time. So next, what we want to do is go over her name game exercises. So we want Miss Gabby to focus in when we say her name. Gabby, and give us some good eye contact. Gabby. Good. So I take a treat, drag it up towards my face. Gabby. Look for that good eye contact. Then I'm going to not drag my hand up. Gabby. Very good. And she's going to make some good eye contact. She's doing a great thing right now where she's actually just staring at me. She knows what we're doing. Gabby. If they get in that mode, you can simply make an artificial distraction for them. Gabby. She's got to come back and make eye contact even though I've drugged the treat out to the side. Next, I take a treat, throw it on the ground here. Gabby. And she's got to be able to focus back in on me even though she's interested in these treats. Gabby. Very good. We always like to parlay this into some recall. Gabby, come. Good girl. Toss them over here. Kind of hide behind the wall over here. Gabby, come. Very good. So one of the biggies of our training, Gabby, space, is this space exercise here. So what we want to do is we want about a 2-foot bubble around me. Space. As she's coming towards. Let's try one from the front. Gabby, space. Good. Let's try one from the side. Gabby, space. So again, you'll notice she just stops shy and remains stationary about outside of this 2-foot bubble. Let's try one from behind. Space. So the kiddos, what you can do, try to get her a little bit more wound up so you can start zipping around a little bit. Space. Very good. So that's exactly what we're looking for right there. She remains stationary, gives me that little bubble around me. Next, let's work on her leave it exercise. So she gets interested in something, she'll be able to leave it. Leave it. So you notice she does a pretty definitive pullback. Leave it. Very good. So I encourage you to work with as many different items as you can. So you can work with balls, bones, sticks, anything that she becomes interested in. Leave it. Very good. And it'll make it more of a ubiquitous response regardless of whatever it is if you do a multitude of different items. So next, let's go over her targeting exercise. Gabby, touch. So we want to be able to have her go and position herself wherever we want her simply by putting our hand down. Touch. So this is a great one for loose leash walking, as well as just when you're out in public and you want to get Gabby's attention, get her to come on over. This is an excellent tool in your toolbox. It's the beginning of agility training as well, so when dogs go up ramps, inside, outside pulls, all that good stuff, it's just a simple targeting exercise. Touch. Good job. So next, let's go over our sit. Gabby, come. Sit. Good girl. And her stay. Gabby, stay. So for the time being, what we want to do is we want to take a step back, tell her stay, take a step back, and then return to her. So she's like a statue. Gabby, stay. Good girl. So what you can start to do, if you notice there, just start to increase the amount of time that you stand back. So I can say, Gabby, stay. So there we stood back for about 5 seconds. And just start to increase the amount of time that you're staying away from her to make it more and more challenging. Good girl, Gabby. Yeah. So lastly, Gabby, down. So we're at the beginning stages of our down, so we're simply pointing to the ground. We start to remove that, the hand towards the ground to where we have it on a verbal command. Gabby, down. So you'll notice we're kind of in an intermediary phase. That's okay. Gabby, down. Very good. Good girl. So we want to get to where it's purely on a verbal command, but you can simply get a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further from the ground until she's fine on that. Gabby, down. Good. And she was a little bit off screen there, but when you can, what you're waiting for is when her elbows hit the ground. That's the clickerable moment to let her know that she has completed her mission. So again, the two biggies for the kiddos are going to be space and relax on a mat. And she has done a very, very good job. And it's definitely a work in progress. With her jumping, you'll just notice that it starts to peter off and gradually decrease over time. So she's getting better with my kiddos as well, and is doing a great job. So we're just looking for progress, not perfection, right out the gate. We just keep pushing in the right direction. She's doing an excellent job.